Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. How is everybody? It's great to see you. I am back from vacation and we're going to jump into the weekly energy check-in. Thank you so much, guys, for being patient with me. Let's dive in and see what to expect for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and all those cross-watchers. I don't know. I'm in the mood to sing. Anyway, we've got the Angel of Love, but it's in reverse. I hate this for you. Let's see what is going on. Overall energy, card number 49, Leo. Please take what resonates for you and leave the parts that do not. Okay, guys, don't forget, give it one of these. Don't forget also to follow me if you want to watch me be weird. Okay, let's dive in. The Angel of Love in reverse. In the reverse position, the Angel of Love could indicate a possible disconnect in matters of the heart this week. While this sometimes signifies a divorce or separation, it could also imply an emotional rift where two people stay connected on a superficial basis, yet at a deeper level they seem to be going their own ways. So maybe something's fizzling out here, okay? In this position, the angel can also refer to an old separation if the longing remains alive in one partner's heart. If you find yourself unable to let go, which you may for some of you this week, maybe somebody's resurfacing and you're having a hard time letting go, it says this loving angel is telling you it's time to release any toxic or unrequited attachment you may be holding on to. The universe is waiting for you to free your heart and open your life to the fully present and honoring love that you so rightly deserve, meaning time to move on so you can let the right person in. Look in the mirror and see the angel of love there with you. Know that you are worthy of this tender emotion from yourself and others. I'm going to give you guys the affirmation too. It says, I love and value myself without limitation or condition. Tender, loving treatment comes to me in wonderful and unexpected ways. Very nice. Let's get a fortune oracle or two for you guys while I have it right here, and see what else we have for Leo this week. What can Leo expect this week, Spirit? What can Leo expect? Leo, we have celebrations. Love this. You're ready to bring new and exciting things into your life. So you may be getting gifts or people are giving you gifts. You're just open to new and exciting things at this time, which is really nice. What else do we have for Leo? Leo, we have the proposal. Oh, hey now. I love that for you guys, the proposal. And it says a romantic or business opportunity is being indicated here. So very nice energy so far, Leo. Definitely some sort of partnership coming together. Some of y'all might get engaged. Okay. Might get engaged. I am so in a mood, y'all. I am so in a mood. All right, what else? Give me one more. Oh, you gave me two more. So we have the nature card, time to go out into nature and surround yourself with that. If you feel anxious about your situation in your life or your career, take a walk, clear your head, and be healed in nature. You also have a time to celebrate. So you have the feast here. You may be invited out to dinners, parties, like dinner parties, stuff like that. It says celebrate your hard work and even your small wins. An unexpected income or pay raise is on the horizon. So some of you might get some unexpected income or pay raise this week. Time to celebrate. Maybe you treat yourself. And then we have change with the taking chances. It says it's time for a leap of faith in your situation. Be more courageous in dealing with your finances. It may be uncertain, but may lead to great results. So some of you might take some risks today when it comes to your finances. Maybe you're doing a little bit of investing. And we have maturation. You are becoming more mature in handling your finances. Taking responsibility is exciting but challenging, and it's time to be dependable. So a lot of you buckling down this week when it comes to your finances as well, okay? Now, let's look at your biggest challenge. Let's quickly look at your biggest challenge this week. All right, guys. What's the biggest challenge that Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus is facing this week? What's the biggest challenge? Biggest challenge for Leo. biggest challenge for Leo? We have the cosmos, creativity and vastness. Creativity and vastness is your biggest challenge. Let's look it up. It's card number 41. And it says, oh, it's always an ally. This card is always an ally. It says this is a sign to remind you to open up to the well of creativity deep within you and be mindful of your thoughts and actions. Both are influencing your outer world. I do also feel like even though it has this card as an ally, it's also a reminder that your biggest challenge could be how you're thinking, how you're acting, how you're speaking, and understanding that it influences and it shapes your reality. Whatever you focus on is what expands. You get what you repeat. You get what you repeatedly do, what you repeatedly say, what you do every single day of your life. You get more and more of that. So I think that could be a challenge in remembering that. It says both are influencing your outer world, thoughts and actions. Most important, keep action toward your goals as the cosmos responds perfectly to manifest your highest destiny. Expect to be inspired and to meaningfully touch others with all that you create. Okay, guys? So maybe that creativity and that manifestation energy could be challenging for you to remember. Let's get one or two of these zodiac cards and then we're going to move on. I'm going to take a little closer look at career and finance this week. What's going on with your work and your money, and then we're going to take a look at love. Alrighty. So while I'm shuffling, I just want to take a second to just a moment of silence for our friend swimming through the void. Unfortunately, he passed away on, I believe, Thursday of last week, Wednesday or Thursday of last week. I don't know if you guys follow that channel, but I followed him from time to time. I hadn't seen him in a while because he had been going through a lot of different things in his life, and he passed away. I don't know what from. I don't know why. I have my own theories, but yeah, just a moment of silence for our friend over at Swimming Through the Void. If you've never seen that channel, go check him out. Guy did really great readings. It's very sad to know that he left behind 5 children. Yeah, heavy moment. I apologize, but you know what? I'm not one of those people that does this and doesn't give a shit what's happening in the world and to people. I actually give a crap. I care about people, you know what I mean? And even though I didn't know him personally, I thought he was a great reader. Different kind of person, but it's just the maturity of being a grown human, you know what I mean? Life is life. 5 kids are left behind. That's big. So let's take one more card and look at this. We have that love, affection, and that romance that coming into play here this week for some of you. Maybe even friendships or attachments to that yearning, that longing that we had talked about with that angel of love in reverse. So some of you really dealing with some of those feelings. We also have the Fortress. This is really giving me boundaries. It's also giving me being prepared for things and being ready for a lot of things. So some of you may be preparing or getting ready for things that you need to be doing this week or maybe in a long term. Also around the house too, it's giving me doing things around the house, maybe preparing it for, let's say, spring, summer. You're opening up your pools and doing these kind of things. We also have the microphone. So this is definitely some of you expressing yourself this week. You might be coming up with a podcast idea or actually doing the recordings this week, going to events where people are speaking, poetry slams, that kind of stuff. And also using your social media for your voice and to speak up, and maybe using it more as more of a platform for something that's near and dear to your heart. Also, there could be some news that comes through here for you as well. I feel like it's good news. That's the words that I hear as good news. Things speeding up, things moving fast, a lot of talking and conversating with people and sharing this week. All right. Now, I want you to think of something or an event that you are waiting to find out the timing on. I want you to bring that to mind right now because I have a timing card. Bring that thought to mind and I'm going to give you an answer on it right now. Right now it says within a few weeks, the situation or event in question will develop or unfold within a matter of weeks. So if you're wondering, are you going to sell your house or any of those types of questions? So let's get into the job situation, work situation, career, finance, and let's see what's going on here. Show me what's going on with Leo this week when it comes to work, career, finance. Show me what we need to see this week, please, Spirit. Overall. Okay. Biggest challenge this week in career, finance, work and finance. So I love this. For those of you looking for a job, we have the Page of Pentacles, which bodes very good for that, and a job that you will like. This is going to get you out of your sticky financial situation for many of you. And you have the Ten of Cups here. That's why I say this is a job that you're going to really love. So yes, we have also good news around your health or improvement in health here. And the home. So you could be getting a message about doing an interview this week, or that you've actually gotten a job that you applied for. For some of you, it's really good. It means there's some sort of maybe dream position or job that you really wanted, and that's coming to fruition here. All right, let me take a deeper look. Let's see, Seven of Swords. Great. Some of you could have some type of management position you get. Also, the financial situation healing here with Four of Swords and Page of Pentacles. So, you know, I just feel like things are stepping up little by little. Some of you may get out of some trouble if you've had anything around your house or your rent payments. It may be like by the hair on your chinny chin that you just get a job, you make a promise that you're able to keep here financially as well. I don't see much in the way of saving and all of that type of stuff, although we covered that a little bit. Your biggest challenge is the King of Cups. Why is that here? Yeah, for some of you, your biggest challenge is moving into a new direction. Maybe you're doing something new when it comes to your career, but your biggest challenge could be being happy and satisfied, making mature decisions about moving on from things right now, especially when it comes to a job or a job position. Some of you may not want to be at that job any longer. So it's a little bit challenging because maybe you have an emotional attachment here with that King of Cups. So that's really one of the bigger challenges you face, is just that emotional attachment with moving on. And sometimes too, when it comes to finances, we might have little things we like to get or do with our finances, and there's this gain in emotional maturity it's tough. I don't want to be so emotionally attached to things that I might buy or things that I might do with my money, but you also know that it's time for you to be able to move on from that as well. Okay, so some of you realizing this week, job, not the place, not where I want to be. Got to look in a different direction for others of you as well if you're looking for a job. Okay, all right, let me see. Let's rack these up. We're on to those people who are in relationships. So this is the other half of my video. I have busy days, guys. Oh, if you're interested in doing private readings, you can find the link down below this video in the description box. It's a Stan Store link, Romani Magic with a K. That is me. That's where you can book a reading. All right, guys, let's see what's going on with people in connections. Show me the overall energy, please, Spirit. We've got the Four of Cups. What else? Let's get these all out. Knight of Cups, Ten of Cups, the King of Pentacles. Wow. And the Sun. Wow. Okay. What's your biggest challenge? The High Priestess. Okay. Bottom of the deck is Temperance. So I'm not seeing anything really bad here, but I do show that there's the Four of Cups. So this could indicate that somebody is taking this relationship for granted. Now we have the Knight of Cups, the Ten of Cups, the King of Pentacles, and the Sun. It doesn't really get better than this energy right here when we look at a reading. This is some of the best energy you can have in a reading, honestly. But there's something here that seems to be bothering you with the High Priestess. Something might feel challenging because it's a mystery. So let's find out what it is. And then I want to dive into this a little bit and get some clarity, because this seems like it has been a good relationship, or it's going very well. There's material success, happiness, and clarity. So let's see what the Four of Cups is. Okay. Five of Swords. Some sort of argument here, or some sort of feeling of somebody withdrawing their energy. Okay, so Knight of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. What's this? Ten of Cups. Clarify that. Three of Cups. King of Pentacles. Who's this bitch? Right, King of Pentacles. Let's see. Okay, the King of Swords, the Sun. Of the Hierophant in reverse. Okay. Okay. What I'm seeing here, clarify the High Priestess. Okay. There's a lot of confusing energy here. The biggest challenge is trusting your intuition to see through something that feels, what's the word I'm looking for? Multi-layered, something that feels confusing. Okay, we have really great energy here. However, we have some selfish kind of challenging energy, somebody pulling away from the connection here for some reason. Knight of Cups with the Ace of Pentacles, an offer of a love relationship here, but we have the Ten of Cups. Why? Because we have good friendships and great family, and we feel loved and supported, and we have great friends. But I'm wondering if somebody's behavior has shifted recently, and where at home they're being a certain way with you, out in these streets they're being another way with other people. Okay, we have the King of Pentacles indicating somebody's in a relationship. The Knight of Swords, this person telling you they're being honest with you. The Sun and the Hierophant in reverse. This is a challenge of the beliefs, or somebody, the morality being off here, okay? And even a relationship. So it's very interesting. It's like the ego here. There's like a power struggle. Your biggest challenge is your intuition and clarity through whatever's happening here with some of you. You're not able to read what is going on with this person. So I want to just dive a little bit deeper here. Tell me what this person's hiding, please. What's this person hiding? Girl, you already know. Seven of Swords. Okay. Hiding some sort of deception, some cheating, some getting away with something. Some of you are thinking Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Things are going against the grain here and going against the flow. Although they're trying to tell you that nothing is happening, there may be an interest someplace else, like I said, with this Three of Cups. So yeah, and it's weird. It's almost like you recently maybe you just got with this person and got engaged, got offered the relationship, but something's off here. You can tell that they're not happy. The relationship has been feeling weird, and you can't quite pinpoint what it is. And it could be that it is just another person. It's another person. This person's actually going against what they should be going. That's the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Okay, what's the Seven of Swords? Clarify that. What they're hiding, the Chariot, okay, and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Yeah, Three of Swords in reverse. Interesting. Are they still trying to get over somebody? This is really interesting because this person's feelings are changing based on the circumstances. So if you're wondering what's going on with this person, seems to be talking to somebody else and their feelings are changing, especially if they've had any kind of recent arguments or disagreements that have been happening between the two of you. It's like, I feel like they're showing you one thing, but what's really happening underneath is much different than what they're trying to show you. So yes, you would feel High Priestess, Seven of Cups, very confused. And what's the mystery? What is this person hiding? They're hiding that they have an emotional attachment to somebody else. They're not over it. So they could be reconnecting with somebody from their past here, and even trying to get over what might happen between the two of you. And they could even be using that as an excuse, as a means to like, let me get out the house really quick type of vibe. So be really careful around this. I'm going to see the potential outcome and then Spirit's advice. Okay, guys, what's the potential outcome here? Potential outcome. Yeah, 10 of Wands. Okay. And Spirit's advice, please. Spirit's advice, please. 7 of Cups. We're going to clarify both because we had 7 of Cups here on this deck. Let's see. Potential outcome is the 10 of Wands. Yeah, the Lovers, Gemini and Virgo. You could be dealing with a Gemini, a Virgo, a Leo. I have Taurus. I have Cancer. Okay, so you could be dealing with one of those. This is about the separation. This is separating yourself, making a decision to call it quits with this person. I think that's the potential here, that you're potentially going to cut this person off, okay? Spirit's advice, 7 of Cups. Clarified by... Okay, the High Priestess and the 5 of Cups. Trust that gut feeling that you feel, that sadness, that grief, and be realistic about this, right? If you're experiencing this person deeply emotional, totally disconnected, connected to some person from the past and not engaged in the relationship, you need to trust your intuition, because your intuition has probably been telling you that something is going on. It's just that you feel confused by it because it doesn't feel very clear. Your feelings want to remain attached. I'm going to regret this, right? But Spirit's really saying you're not going to regret trusting your intuition on this thing here, okay? So very interesting, guys. Yeah, they're hiding some stuff. And for some of you, they are literally hiding a partner. For others, they're hiding that they're not over somebody. So it's like, how can they really progress? There's not all these cups when it comes to you. They have a great time. They care about you, all of that stuff. But there's something that's not, their offer isn't very serious. Oh, we have addiction. Maybe maybe they have addiction issues. They drink a lot or something like that. They're codependent. They have obsessions, depressions. The block or the restraint that comes up on that card could be this cheating vibe. Okay, what else? I have a card for you in closing from the angels, okay, guys? So when we go to wrap it up, we have ascending, transcending obstacles, learning, expansion, new phase, preparing for a union. That would be you, okay? Many of you might meet the right person directly after this connection too. We have the Hand of Cards, take a chance, risk, being strategic, options, not showing hand, gambling. I feel like this is that person. They're not showing you what's going on with them because they're taking a risk here, stepping out of the connection with you, okay, Leo? So let me go ahead and get you an angel guidance in closing and see what the message is here, please. For Leo. Oh, you have ground yourself. Popped right out. And it says, when you detach from awareness of your body and the physical world, you become ungrounded. Although it's pleasant to float heavenward, your attention and work are needed on the earth. We're helping you to balance the spiritual and material so that you can enjoy a fulfilling earthly life. Okay, so remaining grounded right now, maybe it's good for you to get outside, and maybe that could be one of the reasons why it's been a little bit hard for you to understand or trust your intuition when it comes to this particular situation. Okay, guys, so that's what I have for you. Thank you so much for being here, Leo. I truly appreciate, love you guys. Don't forget, give it one of these. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Follow me for more. Pause up top. Bye.